Hello and welcome back to this episode of Ignorant American Learns Things About Germany. That's about what this channel is. Okay, so if that sounds intriguing, you can subscribe or don't. Either way, thank you for joining me today. Top 10 inventions, German inventions that changed the world. I'm actually very intrigued, genuinely, to see what you Germans have been inventing over there. I'm sure it's some kind of like everyday item. Maybe you invented, I don't know, did you invent the crib? I have a crib over there. Maybe you invented that. I don't know. Let's see if anything tops the pretzel. That might be your best. I assume you guys invented that. Maybe you just perfected it. I don't know. Let's watch. Or bretzel. Yeah. I know you guys are good with the gears and the hammers and the math and putting stuff together, and engineering is what it's called. So I'm guessing there's some pretty nifty inventions.
There's no better decision than investing in high-quality German inventions, especially if you want something that will make your life easier. There is a huge number of German inventions on the market. However, it can be difficult to find the right one. We have put together a list of the top 10 inventions in this video to assist you in finding the best German inventions. Hey guys, welcome to
There's something strange about the way he just phrased all that. Like I'm trying to invest in
my channel. I'm here with another exciting and informative video.
I'm excited.
Let's get into the video.
You guys invented the human disco ball.
Number 10, diesel engine.
No way. Okay.
Amongst the top German inventions, the diesel engine invented the pressure-ignited heat engine.
That's a pretty big one.
Which went on to become the predominant power source for large industries. The diesel engine, named after Rudolf Diesel. After getting his degree in engineering in 1880, Diesel returned to Paris when he designed and built a modern refrigeration and ice plant. Experimenting with steam and ammonia vapor, Diesel eventually settled on an oil-based fuel that was injected at the end of compression and ignited by the high temperature resulting from compression. In 1896,
of course, what else?
Diesel demonstrated an engine with an unheard of 75% efficiency, and although refined many times over the years, the diesel engine that we use today is essentially Diesel's 1896 design.
Wow, 1896. That just shows, I don't know. That's incredible. Yeah, 75% efficiency, I believe, is still quite good for a gas car, huh?
Diesel envisioned
diesel. That's amazing.
His engine being used by individuals and small companies to compete with larger companies in areas such as farming and construction. Today, the diesel engine is indispensable in the transport and construction industries. Number 9, Bunsen burner. The Bunsen burner was invented out of need.
That's a pretty fundamental invention right there to all of science
and opportunity. In 1852, the University of Heidelberg wanted to hire noted chemist Robert Bunsen to head their chemistry department. To lure him, they promised to build a new chemistry laboratory. Like many European cities at that time, Heidelberg was installing coal gas lines for street and house lighting. The designers of the new laboratory took advantage of the new gas lines and planned to install gas not only for illumination, but for laboratory experiments as well. The new laboratory opened in 1855 with 50 Bunsen burners ready for students and researchers to use. In 1857, Bunsen published a paper describing his burner design, and laboratories around the world began to adopt his superior burner design.
Wow, that's so cool. I liked it. It's very interesting to me to think about like an alternate, like if he could come back to life and see 2022, every classroom all around the world, every science lab has, and they still call it a Bunsen burner. How cool would that be? For him to like see that everybody, that's just I've never even thought of it as being someone's name. It's the Bunsen burner. That's legendary.
Number 8.
He secured himself in history and in future, forever.
Electron microscope. One of the key inventions of the 20th century is the electron microscope. Wow. It allows objects to be magnified up to 10 million times, and it has literally changed how we see the world. In
Those pictures are always
10 million times. And
like
it has
pictures on the right. It doesn't even look real. It looks like some kind of computer generated. It's unbelievable how magnified that is. And as far as an electron microscope, I have no idea how you would ever invent that. That is, I don't know how it works. What an absolute genius.
Literally changed how we see the world. In 1931, the German physicist Ernst Ruska and the electrical engineer Max Knoll created the first working electron microscope. Their early prototypes weren't able to magnify as much as an optical microscope, but by the late 1930s, Ruska and Knoll had significantly improved the devices. An electron microscope uses electrostatic and electromagnetic lenses to form an image by controlling an electron beam that is focused on a target object. It allows objects as small as a single atom to be viewed.
A single atom? An electron beam? Like, who are these people? What are you Germans like? I don't know. What's in your diet or something that lets you come up with these ideas? That sounds like science fiction. An electron? Let's just beam an electron beam at this atom, and then we'll be able to see it. What?
On the electron microscope halted during World War II. After the war, scientists from all around the world began working on improving and refining Ruska and Knoll's design. They created the scanning electron microscope, which detects electron emissions from a target, allowing scientists to see more objects than is possible with Ruska and Knoll's design. They also created the reflection electron microscope, which detects elastically scattered electrons. This allows scientists to see how particles interact with other matter. Number 7. Printing press.
I'm learning basically Germans invented everything inside the science lab.
The method of printing from movable type was invented.
The printing press. Yes, I knew that. That's once again, another absolutely fundamental. Like in history books, they cite the printing press invention as being like the turning point in the Industrial Revolution and like information being available.
By Johannes Gutenberg sometime around 1456. The scope of the invention included the creation of a metal alloy that melted easily and cooled quickly, which was used to form durable, reusable type and oil-based ink that was thick enough to adhere to the metal type, then transferred to paper or vellum and a press. The press needed to apply firm, even pressure to the printing surface, and it was likely adapted from existing vine, oil, or paper presses. Gutenberg was born in the German town of Mainz and became skilled in metal working. By 1450, Gutenberg received a loan from a financier named Johann Fust to continue his printing experiments. When Gutenberg was slow to repay the loan, Fust sued and won control of the type and press. It was under Fust's name that the first printed works, the 42-line Bible and a Psalter, were released. The Psalter in particular was magnificently decorated. Gutenberg's contribution was recognized, however, because by 1465 he was receiving a pension from the Archbishop of Mainz that included grain, wine, and clothing. Number 6. Radar system. It was first indicated by James Clerk Maxwell in his
These are literally like absolutely fundamental to the way we live.
Groundbreaking work on electromagnetism that building of radar-like systems is possible. It was materialized only at the outset of the 20th century that different instruments and gadgets made use of electromagnetic principles, with German scientist Christian Holzmeier developing a ship detection system primarily aimed to guide ships safely through the sea haze. Designing such systems which allowed the production of small radio energy pulses was an important step towards the creation of contemporary radar systems. Amongst the popular German inventions in marine engineering and aerospace engineering, radar systems picked up quick progress during World War II and were the key element that steered the Allies toward success. Number 5. The tape recorder. The next time you listen to music on the go, remember to thank a couple of German inventors. The first practical tape recorder, the Magnetophon K1, was demonstrated in 1935. During World War II, the Allies became aware of simultaneous radio broadcasts with unusually high quality. They were aware of the existence of the magnetophone recorders, but they didn't know about the existence of high-frequency bias and PVC-backed tape. During the war, the Allies captured a number of German magnetophone recorders from Radio Luxembourg. It was an American audio engineer, John Mullen, along with the famous crooner Bing Crosby, who really put magnetic tape on the map. During the closing days of the war, Mullen was tasked with learning about German radio and electronics. At a studio in
You guys are so smart. We had people over here like, all right, your job is to go see what the Germans are doing and try to figure it out.
At Newham, he picked up magnetophone high-fidelity recorders and 50 reels of recording tape. Crosby eventually invested $50,000 in the California electronics company Ampex, which became the world leader in tape recording. Number 4. The MP3 music format. MP3 stands for MPEG Audio Layer 3, and it is a standard for audio compression whereby music files are made smaller by a factor of 12 with little or no loss of quality. MPEG is an acronym for Motion Pictures Expert Group and is a group of standards for audio and video that are set by the Industry Standards Organization (ISO). The first standard, MPEG-1, appeared in 1992 and it was for low bandwidth. Later on, the high bandwidth compression standard MPEG-2 was introduced, which was good enough for use with DVD technology. MPEG Layer 3 or MP3 involves only audio compression. In April 1989, Germany's Fraunhofer Institute received a German patent for MP3, and in 1992 it was integrated into MPEG-1. In November 1996, MP3 received a patent.
I guess Apple has a lot of thanks. They owe a lot of thanks to the German engineers who came up with the MP3.
In the US, and in 1998, Fraunhofer began enforcing its patent rights, making developers of MP3 encoders and decoders pay a licensing fee. In the early 1990s, Fraunhofer tried to create an MP3 player, but it wasn't until the late 1990s when MP3 was integrated into the Windows operating system with Winamp that playing MP3s really caught on. Number 3. Coffee filter. Melita Benz, a Dresden housewife, grabbed her moment in 1908 when contemplating why her coffee was always overbrewed and bitter. She wanted to eliminate the harsh flavor created by boiling loose grinds or using the traditional linen technique of brewing coffee. Benz patented the invention after realizing she could make a more delightful cup by filtering away the loose grounds with an improvised paper filter, and the family firm Melita Group KG.
That's funny. Imagine just taking like a piece of paper, basically, and filtering your coffee, and now you're the inventor of one of the most used, I mean, how many coffee filters are used every day? Like 100 million?
She now employs about 3,300 people. Hence, we hope that this video helped you explore the earliest and greatest German inventions.
Wow.
Which brought technological advancements that blow your mind.
That did blow my mind. I mean, the coffee filter, the electron microscope, the tape recorder, the MP3 format, audio format, the Bunsen burner, diesel engine. These are literally the radar. What can you say? I mean, that is quite a impressive repertoire of inventions for one country. I don't know what it is you guys are doing over there, but keep doing it, because those have absolutely changed the world, and for the better. So thank you. And that was a lot of fun. Very interesting. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I hope to see you here again tomorrow, because I'll be here learning more about Germany. There's so much to learn. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.